Now that we've looked at the various types of matter, we have to look at how we can describe matter besides measuring it. And there's two major types of properties we can look at. The first type of property is the physical property. A physical property is a property or characteristic of a substance that can be observed without reacting the substance with something else. Examples of this type of property include color, shape, size, smell. These are all things that you can observe without actually reacting or changing the substance. The other type of property that a substance may have is a chemical property. A chemical property is a characteristic of a substance that can only be observed by reacting it with another substance. Examples of these are properties of combustion or burning and oxidation. A common example of oxidation is the rusting of iron. These are properties that you can only observe if your substance reacts with another substance. Besides these properties of matter that we can look at, we're also interested as chemists as how substances can change. And there are two types of changes that can occur. The first one is a physical change. In a physical change, the compound or substance that you started with is the same before and after the change. So some examples of this include activities such as cutting a piece of paper. The molecules in the piece of paper before and after cutting the piece of paper are identical. All that has changed is the shape of a paper. Two other examples include the melting and the boiling of water. In other words, a phase change. When ice melts, ice starts as the molecule H2O. 2 hydrogens and 1 oxygen atom, that's water. When it melts, it is still H2O. It's just in the liquid form. Then when it turns into a gas, once you boil it, again the water remains the same. It is still H2O. The molecule has not changed. Therefore, any phase change, any change of state is considered a physical change. The second type of change that can occur to a substance is a chemical change. In a chemical change, atoms and molecules are rearranged into new substances during the change. So let's look at an example of this. If we burn a piece of paper, now we are creating new molecules. For example, we're taking the molecules in the paper, which are sugar molecules actually, so they have a similar formula to C6H12O6, and we're combining those with oxygen in the air to make water and carbon dioxide. Because what we start with is very different from what we ended with. These are different compounds, different molecules. We have a chemical change.